Alright guys, we are here with match 4 for this league, and this hand is looking pretty solid. I actually like this hand a lot, so we are going to keep this. Now, I am going to apologize. Apparently match 3 did not tape. I'm not sure why I'm having so much trouble with the recording software on my computer here. They seem to have updated the program that I use, and it is just not going well for me. So I apologize that that is happening, but match 3 was against Mono Green Tron. I actually won it 2-0, and I'm not gonna lie, it was actually a lot of fun. It was a very good match. So I am saddened that I was not able to share that match with you guys, but it was very enjoyable. It was very good. I'm looking at what to discard here. I can discard both Phoenixes or the Bloodghast and the Phoenix. Now the upside of discarding the Phoenixes and keeping the Bloodghast is that I can play that next turn, and I can't really play the Angler. I don't think I'm going to have, 3 cards in my graveyard that I'm acceptable discarding, so I actually think discarding the Phoenixes and then playing the Bloodghast from my hand, or the Collective Brutality, and I can discard the Bloodghast then, seems like the best. No, I'm just going to discard the Bloodghast. I would rather play the Collective Brutality next turn. Yeah, that's the right call. And then I'm going to go ahead and cycle this, hoping we hit a hollow one, but we didn't. That's okay. Alright, we will pass here, and next turn we will very likely see the Collector Brutality discarding a Flamewake Phoenix. We'll figure out the modes once we see what we're playing against. Looks like it's either going to be Death Shadow or another mirror match here. We'll see what it is. Blood Crypt looks like it's probably going to be a mirror match. Faithless Looting, I imagine, pretty much cements this. Like the Mardu Pyromancer deck wouldn't play Street Wraiths, right? I don't think so. Like, I know they play Faithless Looting and stuff and Blood Crypts, but I can't fathom that that deck plays Street Wraiths. Yeah, there's some Bloodghast, Blood Crypts, and a turn 1 hollow one. Boo. That is very sad to see. Oh my gosh, a second hollow one? Well, that is decisively bad for us. So at this point, it's kind of a like, how do I even get out of this situation kind of feeling. I think I'm going to do Faithless Looting again, just searching for some kind of an answer. Not really finding one. I'll discard the Phoenix, and I'll discard the Collective Brutality. Really doesn't do anything here at all. So I'll discard the Collective Brutality, cycle the Street Wraith, play Dragon Skull Summit, and then at this point I think I just play the Angler so that they realistically can't actually attack into me. Like, they can attack into me, they're just going to lose one of their hollow ones. Yes, of course I would like to use its ability. We'll pay a black mana, and then we'll take out the stuff that we don't really need. Oh no, not that, not that. Cancel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still need one more. I probably don't need 2 Faithless Lootings here, and I would love to have the 2 Flamewake Phoenixes, so there's a Gurmag Angler. I cannot afford to pay these right now, but that's okay. Having 2 of them in there is not bad. It's pretty good against in this mirror match, I think. Alright, Bloodghast for them. Probably, okay, Collective Brutality. So they're going to make my Gurmag small enough that it can't actually really block here. And they are attacking for lethal, believe it or not, so I have to block here. Okay, so I will... And I could put it in front of the Bloodghast just so it dies, but that doesn't seem good. I'd still take 8, go to 1. So I'll put it here, just, it'll die to it. And I think I'm just out at this point. Yeah. I'll play Goblin Lore. Maybe I'll draw into 4 hollow ones. That's about my only way out. Yep. Alright, that's game. I will concede here. We'll go on to sideboarding. I will say, truth be told, the mirror match for this game is not fun. I do not like it much. But, you know, they're probably playing Leyline of the Voids, which will shut off my graveyard. That's something I'm not playing. So, it's unfortunate, but I will be kind of cutting some of these for that. Like Bloodghast here just seem very bad. I'm not sure cutting all 4 is the right decision, but they don't seem good. Collector Brutality seems really bad too. Big Game Hunter seems good. Lavamancer seems like it could be good. Ancient Grudge is... I don't know, is Ancient Grudge actually good? It hits Hollow One, but it only hits Hollow One. Maybe as like a one-of? I feel like Rakdos Charm is better. Lavamancers seem fine. I don't think Thoughtseize is good, because unless you're hitting literally a Hollow One or a Delve creature with the Thoughtseize, you're just helping out your opponent at that point. Fatal Pushes deal with the Bloodghast and stuff, but those are recurring threats, so that actually doesn't feel like a good way to deal with those. I'll take the Ancient Grudge. Could put 2 cards back in. I could put 2 Bloodghast back in here. But I just feel like Bloodghast is a sincerely not great card in this matchup. I'm going to try the Thoughtseizes, and that very well may be the wrong call, just like I feel like Burning Inquiry is probably a bad card for this matchup as well. But so many cards are bad in this matchup. The Thoughtseize is just because I'm on the play, and if I can turn 1 Thoughtseize and take out like their 1 real card from their hand, like their 1 Hollow One or their 1 Gurmag or something, then that would be good. This hand is far from great, but I have a Goblin Lore turn 2 that could then play into my Hollow One, of course, and turn 1 I get to play Grim Lavamancer. Sure, I need to draw a land, but I think I keep it. I think it looks like a fine hand. Bolts aren't even really good in this matchup. Bolts are actually pretty bad in this matchup too. Gosh, this whole deck is like bad in this matchup. Alright, we're going to cycle Street Wraith to begin. We're going to find a Thoughtseize, which is kind of cool, but I can't cast it. My goal was to be able to play that turn 1. Guess what? That's not happening. So I'm going to play Grim Lavamancer. Pass my turn. Alright, they got a Flameblade Adept, which is a card the Grim Lavamancer can deal with, which I very likely may activate here. I could play the Bloodstained Mire, and instead of doing Goblin Lore, use Thoughtseize and the Grim Lavamancer on the Flameblade Adept. I actually think that's the right call. I'll crack this, grab a Blood Crypt. Yes. Thoughtseize them. And then they have a Hollow One, a Flamewake, Bloodghast, Goblin Lore, Street Wraith. So Hollow One is what I will be taking. That's like the threat in their hand. You know, that's my kind of goal, was for them to have 1 threat in hand and be able to grab that. So I feel like I succeeded a bit there. And then I'm going to use this on Flameblade Adept. I should have done this at instant speed, but it's fine. And yep, that'll be my turn. Like, instant speed was definitely the way to do that Lavamancer, let him pump it up, let him do all his things. Like, obviously he knew it was going to die to it, but just if you can play it at instant speed, you probably should play it at instant speed, I guess. Let me bring up their hand here, too, just so I can keep track of things. And I'll bring up both of our graveyards, because those seem like they're probably pretty important. The Goblin Lore hopefully will leave me with 1 threat in hand and a land next turn. The goal would be to get a land and either be able to obviously play the Hollow One or the Gurmag, and then I wouldn't be able to play the Phoenix that turn or activate the Lavamancer. Or no, if I get the land, I could play the Hollow One, not the Gurmag, and still be able to use the Phoenix or the Lavamancer's ability. They're cycling a Street Wraith here. There is their Bloodstained Mire. It is on the battlefield now. Well, technically not. It's in their graveyard, but you get what I mean. And there's the Goblin Lore. And it discarded Lightning Bolt, Leyline, and Flamewake Phoenix. So they still have Bloodghast and Street Wraith in their hand, and then... Or no, they played the Street Wraith too. So they have Bloodghast and then 4 unknowns. Okay. Alright, Burning Inquiry. Burning Inquiry is definitely a card I could play here. I mean, they have many unknowns. Obviously, I'd probably be discarding a Bloodghast, but with 4 unknowns, their hand could be fine. And it's 1 mana less than Goblin Lore, so if I don't find the land off it, I'm still available to cast some cards out of my hand. I think that's what I'm going to do here. Okay, so I found a Tazagur and a land, so that's actually pretty good. I got rid of Bloodghast, Phoenix, and another Goblin Lore for them. Okay. And now I am going to play the land. The Phoenix isn't in my graveyard, darn it. For some reason I was thinking it was already there. But I'll just play the Tazagur here. I'm going to keep the Lavamancer up, just in case it needs to kill something on their turn that hops onto the field. Well, I guess if I play Tazagur, I can't do that. But that's okay. I don't need any of these cards in my graveyard. I'll just attack with the Lavamancer. Get in for a lowly 1 point of damage. And then next turn, I'll be filling up my graveyard again with this Goblin Lore. Alright, a Faithless Looting from my opponent. And they toss another Bloodghast and a Blood Crypt. Cycle a Street Wraith. If they hit a land here, they're literally dumping... I guess only 2 Bloodghasts. I thought they had more than that, but I was looking at like the ley lines and the Street Wraiths and stuff. But they get 2 Bloodghasts on the field here, which is not super threatening to me at the moment. They don't have haste. I have a 4/5. They can't block. That's kind of okay. Now, if they do have any hollow ones in their hand, they get to play those for free, because they have discarded 3 cards this turn. But it looks like it is going to be a Collective Brutality. Well, that's sad, but not something that is just crushing. And then they dealt with some damage here too. Could crack this now. I was just thinking if I draw some Bloodghast, but I think it's better to just crack it now. Did I side in Artifact? Did I? Yeah, I sided in an Ancient Grudge. And I could get the Stomping Ground. I'd rather get the Blood Crypt to try to hard cast a Bloodghast if I need to. Okay, Gurmag, that's not bad. I also could hardcast the Flamewake, but at this point I think Goblin Lore is probably just my best card here. Alright, so this is actually pretty decent. You know, I lost the Gurmag, but the Phoenix is there. Yeah, I feel like that's good. I'll play my land. I will be attacking with both. Get in for 6, take them to 8. I could take them to 5 with that bolt, or I could cast Faithless Looting, but I don't think Faithless Looting is actually that good for me at the moment. Because I actually value the bolt kind of highly at the moment. Not only could it stop some crazy damage coming in that I'm not expecting by killing off a Phoenix or a Bloodghast or something if I need to, but it can hit their face, it can clear out a blocker next turn, that kind of stuff. Alright, they ditched 2 more Bloodghast. So they're coming in for me at a lot here. So that actually makes me want to kill one of them so I'm not dead to a bolt. Because if that last card in their hand is a bolt, then this just kills me. I could take the risk, but I don't think I will. No, because otherwise they're just going to kill me next turn, right? So if I just let that card have to be a bolt, then next turn I can swing in for 6 here and then 3 more on my bolt. Yeah, I'm going to make them have it. If I lose that way, I lose that way. That's life. They're cracking their Bloodstained Mire. Find that unusual. But I guess they're playing... Okay, they're playing another Faithless Looting, so they're just looking for a hollow one at this point. And they're not playing anything, so that's good. Because they're out of mana. Yep, I'm going to bolt them here. Alright, yep, that was enough. I am glad I took that risk. It definitely paid off. Thoughtseize actually worked pretty good for me in that game. I feel like it won't work as good this game because I'm going to be on the draw. So if they just empty out into that hollow one turn 1, then it's significantly worse for me. But I still feel like it's good enough to keep 2 in there. Grim Lavamancer worked out pretty well. I was happy with that. I did see the Leyline of the Void, so I'm not too upset about having these in the grave or in my side, taking those out. Yeah, I think this is fine. Yep. Okay, I get the turn 1 Burning Inquiry, Street Wraith. I have nothing in my hand though, really. We'll keep it. We're going to see how it goes. Hopefully if I can, surely I can be able to draw into a second land and Rakdos Charm their graveyard turn 2 if need be, and oh, there's a Leyline of the Void, so that's not good at all. Yeah, so this just exiles everything that would go to my graveyard only. It's not like a Rest in Peace where all of us lose our graveyards. This is just a one-sided effect. This shuts off my Flamewake Phoenixes. It shuts off my Blood Gas, which I no longer have in the deck, of course. But all right, I should have cycled this Street Wraith first, but that's fine. Wouldn't have mattered. All right, we are going to get a Mountain. We're going to play Burning Inquiry. So they lost a Gurmag Angler there and 2 Swamps, so that feels pretty good. What did I lose? Nothing crazy. I'll cycle this Street Wraith again. Flameblade Adept. Okay. This is acceptable. I don't think I'm in a good spot by any means, but not as bad as I had concerned myself. I feel really good getting to put a Gurmag Angler in their graveyard there. Hopefully that was the only big threat in their hand and they didn't draw into another one with that Burning Inquiry. But it looks like they did. Okay. So yeah, Rakdos Charm is not going to do me much. I was hoping to be able to get that before they played their Gurmag, which I know was unrealistic, but I was hopeful. We're going to play Flameblade Adept, and then we're just going to play Blood Crypt tapped, because I got nothing. Next turn, we'll be able to play Big Game Hunter and kill the Gurmag, so there is that. So I'm going to take the 5 from it here, go to 10, but that should be the last damage I receive from it. Couple of Flameblade Adepts, that is also very bad. Alright, so yeah, I think that's all I'm going to be able to do here. I will not be attacking. I'm sure their Flameblade Adepts are going to get pumped next turn. I will have to double block them, and that'll kill 1 at least. Well, not going to double block them, because I can't do that if they're not on the board. But I am just taking 2 here, it looks like, unless they're going to string some crazy couple of Street Wraiths off of this. Alright, so here's my own Gurmag. Again, not exactly great timing. But I think I just pass through combat and play the Flamewake Phoenix on main 2. That'll let it be up for blocking one of those Flameblade Adepts. I did not play my land for some reason. That was not a detrimental mistake, but not a good one. Alright. We'll not be able to kill the Phoenix. Unfortunately, the Phoenix will be, well, I guess he's probably cycling something here. And the thing is, it's actually kind of better for him to kill the Phoenix here. And the reason for that is because the Phoenix would have to attack next turn, meaning it can't be a blocker. But with the Big Game Hunter living, it can be a blocker next turn with my other Phoenix to block this one. So, crazily enough, that actually worked out a little bit in my favor. Alright, there's a Faithless Looting. With having the other land, I feel comfortable doing that and still being able to play the Phoenix. Oh, Bolt is nice. That is not bad. Alright, the Angler feels like I'm just never going to get there. I'd still need 2 more lands, which just seems a little unrealistic. So I'm going to toss it. I will toss the Arid Mesa. Be able to bolt and hold up Rakdos Charm in case he plays a hollow one. Or I could play the Phoenix main 2. I'm gonna bolt it. Let him try to use a bunch of discard spells just to power it out a little bit. Many attacks. No blockers. Okay, so they're cycling a hollow one. They're really stuck on their mana here. I could use the Rakdos Charm to exile all cards in their graveyard, because if they draw into a Delve creature, it's just going to be crazy. But they already have 2 Anglers here, so they only have 2 more left in the deck max, and they probably sideboarded some out because presuming I had Leyline, so I'm not going to do that. Alright, so I will play the Phoenix, and I'll let it attack. I'll swing in here. Like, if they have a Bloodghast, it's bad for me, but I think I need to start doing something. I mean, I know the Big Game Hunter is only 1 more damage, but I think at this point I'm in bad enough shape that if a Bloodghast comes down, we just live with a Bloodghast coming down. Goblin Lure. So that's going to send a bunch of nothing really there. I'd love for them to play a hollow one. Well, I mean, not really. That uses my Rakdos Charm. But, you know, I'm fine if they did. I'm not going to play Thoughtseize because that's just going to drain me of 2 more life, and that feels bad. Alright. Really considering playing Rakdos Charm. No, I still don't think I do. Okay, they're going to flash back Faithless Looting. I'm fine if they want to play a hollow one off of this. I would love for them to play a hollow one off of this. Okay, there's a Bloodghast. Alright, I'm going to play this Blood Crypt tapped. And then swing in for 3. I could play Thoughtseize here, just since they drew a lot of cards last turn, and since they are tapped out, in case they found like that Gurmag or something. Like, it would take me to 4 life. I still wouldn't be in bolt range. I think it'll be okay. I think I'd rather not. Sorry, I'm just thinking over a lot of different ways this could go right now. Trying to think about the statistics of my outs, effectively. I think here is where I play Rakdos Charm. Oh, he's still going to get it with the Wooded Foothills, though. Darn it. I didn't even think of that. Well, that was a mistake. He's going to get in for 2 damage. But that just means I can start leaving the big game hunter up to block. He'll only be able to get in once. Well, until he starts playing multiple lands, of course. Like, he'll get in this turn, taking me to 4. Ooh. That's not good. Shakti didn't play that before combat. Alright, my Phoenix has to attack. Blocking with his. I will say this has been a lot closer of a game than I ever expected it to be. Just the way it started out, I did not anticipate actually having a shot here. Not sure if I have any outs at this point. Well, a land lets me play Gurmag Angler, but fetching out those lands kill me. So, yep, that is it. Those were some good games, though. That's actually the most I've enjoyed a mirror match here, so that was not bad. All right, we're 2-2 going into the final match. See you guys for round 5.